Praise to Allah. The Michael Jackson movie just came out, and of course, there's a lot of talk about it. And even before the movie came out, there was reports that Janet wasn't too happy about the movie or about some things that are in the movie. And I knew this was going to be a tough one, a tough movie to execute because somebody like Michael Jackson, it's hard to find somebody to imitate him that can really, nail it all the way through. It's hard because Michael Jackson is one of a kind. So just trying to find an actor who can portray him accurately as possible was going to be a task by itself. So with that right there, I kind of had to take that with a grain of salt and understand that you're not going to get uh you know that good of a look as far as finding somebody who looks just like Michael and that can sound just like Michael, mannerisms and all that. That's going to be too hard to kind of do. So as far as that, I really didn't look too hard into that. I just looked into the storytelling aspect of the movie and what's being showed or portrayed. And my only problem with biopics is that, well, I should say the only problem with biopics that are done after an artist has passed away is you never really get the full story. You never really get, what really happened on screen because the artist has passed away, so they can't speak for themselves. They can't tell y'all what really happened because they're already gone, and now you got somebody else telling you what happened, and it's not coming from the horse's mouth. So I feel like it's very important for artists who are legendary and want their story to be told the right way. It's important for them to do it while they are alive, because the problem with Michael Jackson is because he passed away and now this biopic has been done, it gives people room to show what they want to show, do what they want to do, and write what they want to write. And everything might not be accurate or 100%, and that's the problem. So I feel like that's what sucks about it. It's not that the acting wasn't good or the writing wasn't good. I just feel like the fact that it was done after Michael has passed away, you really don't get the experience you should get when it comes to somebody like Michael Jackson, somebody as great as Michael Jackson. I feel like because him being gone, him not really being able to tell his own story, somebody like Michael was not able to be behind the scenes, be behind the director on set and be like, nah, I was in this room and I had my room decorated like this. I was, my refrigerator looked like this. These were the only albums in my house and they were always sitting on this shelf right here. I would always talk to my mom right here at this part of the house. My closet wardrobe was like this. I would only wear this. It's little things like that I feel like are missing from biopics when an artist has passed away that would make the biopic so much more greater if they were alive. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, man, if Michael was able to shoot this while he was alive, it would have been 100 times more better. But, I feel like that's the only problem. Is just the fact that they did it while he passed away, and it's not nobody there to really tell the small little details, about why, he did everything he did, why he got the chimp named Bubbles, all the little stuff that he would have been able to tell for himself, speak for himself and put it into the movie himself. And somebody as special as Michael Jackson, believe me, we would all want to know all the little details, because all those little details would help us understand how he became so great and why he was so great. So that's my thoughts about the whole Michael Jackson movie and anything done, you know, after his death. It's just, it's really hard to. But then I was thinking, because Jermaine is the only one old enough to really to remember a lot of stuff with Michael. So I figure, they should definitely lean on Jermaine a lot for you know, how things really happen, especially in the Jackson 5 days. I know for sure, because Jermaine was old enough to remember all that stuff, what I'm saying, up until a certain time period of Michael going solo. So I feel like that's a good idea if they did that. You know, went to Jermaine for a lot of stuff, especially in the early years. But when it comes to Michael life when he went solo, that's where it gets kind of tricky because he's passed away. So you know nobody can answer and say what Michael really did behind closed doors but Michael. So that's the only problem with the biopics of artists who have passed away, is that you know them not able them not being able to tell their story in their own words, and people being able to make up things or just put anything in the movie, even if it's not true. They're just able to do it just because that person's no longer here to defend themselves. So yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about the Michael Jackson biopic. I felt like it was great, or put how y'all feel in the comments. Hope y'all stay blessed.